and I love this about her, is the power of belief combined with the willingness to have a boldness to go for what you want. Chutzpah is the proper name. And I'm reminded of the quote by Johann von Goethe, who said, if there's anything that you want, if there is anything that you want to do or think you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius and magic in it. And to me, Lyn Dee Eldridge personifies this attitude of belief, declaration, and boldness. And with that as a preface, Lyn Dee, would you share the story of how you decided boldly that you wanted to go onto the yacht of Steven Spielberg? Would you share that story? Yes. It exemplifies what I'm saying about her belief, her determination to go for it. He who hesitates is lost. And Lyn Dee has the chutzpah to just, in the face of fear, in the face of everyone saying no, she goes for it. Tell us about Steven Spielberg.
And Lucy Arnaz. Oh,
and Lucy Arnaz.
Oh, and Damon John. Mm-hmm. I'm a celebrity. Yes. I was taught during my self-growth that if you don't ask, it's always a no. And I was also taught it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. That's my chutzpah, right? That's it. Those are the two things that I swear to you I live by. So, Steven Spielberg, long story short, I was having lunch, with a friend of mine, and I was waiting for her to come. The waitress came over and I said, whose yacht is that? And she said, Steven Spielberg's. And I said, oh, Steven Spielberg's. So as I'm eating lunch with my girlfriend and I said, I'm going to get on that yacht. She goes, Lyn Dee, you're crazy. You can't get on that yacht. And I said, okay, well, I have a podcast and it's called I'm Crazy, but you can't lock me up.
Yes.
And you can't say no. What happens when you say no to somebody? That's like a dare. We eat lunch and she leaves. I go to the bathroom. I go down and I'm looking now. How is it possible for me to get on this boat, right? I'm looking. Well, the chain was dead. And I said, better to ask forgiveness than to ask permission. And I see one of the yacht crews right there on the top and he's cleaning the floors, but his back is towards me. So I go ahead and I sneak up. Well, number one, you're supposed to take your shoes off before you get on someone's yacht. I didn't do that either. So here I am with flip-flops on, right? I pass the guy and I go up the stairs. Now I'm on top. Now this is on video. Go to Happiness Jungle YouTube channel and look up and just put in Steven Spielberg's yacht. And there it is. I have the whole thing on video. And I walk up the steps and I'm just like videoing and everything. And then all of a sudden I realized I said I was going to go closer to the flag. And I go to turn around and my flip-flop fell off. My phone dropped. I made some noise and out comes the crew. And they said to me in their accents, I don't know what kind of accent it was, but I knew it was an American. And they said to me, who are you? And I said, well, I'm Lyn Dee. Who are you?
That's great.
And they said, what are you doing? And I said, I heard the yacht was for sale. I wanted to come and check it out. They said, you can't be up here. And I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They said, come on, we'll walk you off. I said, okay. So they're in front of me. And then I see steps going down and I figured I could try and just said that I just misdirected myself and didn't follow them right. So I go down, try to go down the stairs, which is to the bedroom. And the guy's saying, no, come back up.
That's great.
Escorted me off of the yacht. But yes, I did get on Steven Spielberg's yacht. Lucy Arnaz, this is another good one. Sunrise Lakes, Phase 4. They put on some of the most fantastic shows, and one of them was Lucy Arnaz. Now, I am a very big Lucille Ball fan, and I figured I know I can't get close to Lucy yet, but if I could get close enough to her daughter, then that makes me feel pretty good. So Okay, I go to the Dollar Tree store. Mind you, I don't have a lot of money, right? I go to the Dollar Tree store and I get all these fun things and I make a basket. And then I decide that I'm going to go into the clubhouse. I'm going to scope out the stage. I'm going to see what door leads to where. How do I get in from the back? I figured it all out, right? Now, I don't mean any harm. I never mean any harm. And if I ever get caught, I will happily turn around and walk out without any challenge at all, right? I just look like I was lost.
Yes, yes.
So I go ahead and I was taking my mom to the show, or my mom was taking me to the show. May you rest in peace, Mom. So we get there. Now, talk about karma. See, I must be a good person. We didn't have tickets for the show because my mother at first didn't want to go. And then I said, if I could get tickets, do you think you want to go? And the show is for that night. So I go to the clubhouse and I ask, and they said, the show is sold out. One of the ladies that work in the office said, no, wait a second. Somebody just came in and brought 2 tickets because they can't go tonight. And I said, may I have them? And they said, sure. And I bought them. Front row center.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, right? So now we're at the show and I'm listening to Lucy Arnaz, and she's funny and she could sing and she's very, very talented. One of the last things she said, and she never should have said this one. She said, never allow anyone to stop you to go after what you want.
Oh my God.
You just gave me permission.
Yes.
So now I'm watching, right? Oh, and prior to me going, right? So I go into the office before the concert starts and I give the girl who works in the office, I said, can you bring Lucy Arnaz a gift from all of us from Phase 4? And she says, oh my God, that's lovely. And I said, thank you. I said, and I need her to play a video. And I did a video on my phone and I took it off unlocked so she didn't have to lock it. And all she had to do was press play and then she would have heard what I had to say to her. I thought to myself, I don't know if I'm ever going to see my phone again, but it's worth it, right?
Yes, yes.
So now I'm watching Lucy Arnaz and I understand entertainment and everything. I've been on enough stages and what have you. And I know when they're getting ready to close and I could sense it. So I looked at my mother and I said, you stay right here. Even if the place clears out, you don't move, okay? I'll be right back for you. And I get backstage. The beginner performers, they said to me, can we help you? And I said, I'm just here to see Lucy Arnaz. And they said, okay, just stand in, like back, as far back on the wall that you can. I said, okay. She said, and be really quiet so nobody notices you. I said, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did. And then she says, Lucy Arnaz is in that room. This is the door that she's going to be coming out of. I said, okay. So I stood there and all of a sudden the door opened and I said what I had to say to her. It was very nice to meet you. Did you receive your package? May I have my phone back? And may I take a picture with you? So she goes, thank you very much. Yes, you can. And yes, you can. Lucy Arnaz, right? So here my phone froze. My phone froze. And I said to her, wait a second, my phone froze. I couldn't even get it to shut off. So here I am, manipulating it. And she says, honey, I'm really, really sorry, but I have to go. I have a plane to catch. As she's walking towards her limo, right? Now I'm trying to unfreeze my phone, chasing her, right? And all of a sudden my phone, she has 1 foot in the limo with half her tush in, right? But this is her.
Oh my God.
And my phone unfroze and I said, Lucy, my phone unfroze. She said, honey, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And I said, you said never stop going after what it is you want until you get it. She goes,
oh, that's great.
Wow. And she stood up, and I have the picture of Lucy Arnaz and I. And the last one was Damon John.
Oh my God.
I hired Damon John. I was at an event and it was the 10X event in Miami, Florida. at that time, that's when the thought process of my pillow was being processed. Do I do this? How do I do it? Okay. And who else to partner with than Damon John?
Yes,
The
yes.
student is ready, the teacher appears, invest in yourself. And I joined Damon John's program, Rise and Grind. And boy, did I learn a lot about trademarking and everything, which brought me to where we are today.
Wow.
So it was a great event. That was over. Then I was in Orlando like a month later, and I was at a Legal Shield convention.
Yeah.
There's a few conventions going on at the resort, right? And I have to go to the restroom. So I'm going to the restroom. KFC is having their convention right next to us. As I'm going to the restroom, the doors open and I see AYMOND. And I'm like, and then as the door closes, I see John. I'm like, is Damon John in there? Sure enough, Damon John is in there. So I go to the bathroom, right? And I decide that I'm going to go into the KFC convention.
Wow.
So I said to myself, if you open those doors, Lyn Dee, you got to walk in like you belong there, not like, you're looking. So I did. I walked in like I belonged. I sat down and I got to hear Damon John's full presentation. Well, guess what? I know when he's almost ready to close. So I get up and I leave, and now I'm in the lobby and I go down the little hallway and I'm counting the doors. Which door would lead to the back room, right? The backstage. And all of a sudden,
yes.
And I said, if you open that door, Lyn Dee, you bet, and there's security guards, you better act like you belong there. And I said, okay. I'm talking to myself, right? Because I'm crazy. Can't lock me up.
Yes.
Open up the doors, right? I open up the doors and I see Damon John and his group of people, maybe 4 people with him, and they're walking away from me down the hall. And then I see 2 security guards that are right here by the door. I got to walk in like I own it. And I just looked and I said, hey guys. And I said, thank you for doing such a great job. And they said, no problem.
That's great. That's great.
I went by. Now I'm thinking to myself, if he turns the corner, I don't know where he's going and I'm not going to run after him. So what's the best thing to do? Damon John.
Yes.
Damon John. And all of a sudden he turns around and I said, hold on a second. And I walked over and I said, Damon, I said, I am really looking forward to working with you. I said, you don't know who I am yet, but I am Lyn Dee Eldridge. And I also joined your Rise and Grind group in Miami. He goes, you joined? And I said, yes, I have. He goes, wow. And he starts speaking with me. And we're sharing something back and forth, and took my picture and said, thanks, Damon.
Wow.
So there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way. But you know what? Forget about my crazy way. The most powerful thing that comes from all of my chutzpah is that I don't mean any harm.
Yeah.
I only mean to bring joy. And